Well, you know what? When it does get muggy, that's usually the time that I start to think about mosquitoes, because it really starts to feel like monsoon. And then plus we get the rain and the puddles and the legs and ugh.
Yeah, it's a good time to start remembering that as we have these random showers pop up, always take a survey of your yard the next morning. Make sure you don't have any standing water. Dump it all out. Lower your risk of having a bajillion mosquito bites. This morning, I think we are off to that muggier start this morning outside, but it's a little bit cooler than we saw at this time yesterday. We're at 91 in Phoenix this morning, but hey, everybody else isn't quite into the 90s. We've dipped into the 80s overnight. Scottsdale's getting there slowly but surely, 89 degrees there. Glendale at 87. Good morning to you. Out in Mesa, 86 degrees as the sun rises over our live view over Phoenix. Checking Doppler radar at this time, notice that any showers that we had seen overnight are slowly pushing out of the valley, not even close, and heading further and further west. Taking a closer look to the Gila Bend area, everything that we saw in this area is still continuing to push further out, keeping on moving, and we're going to see that continue throughout the day, just getting further away, and then not until later in the afternoon could we possibly see storm chances creep back in and start to surround the outer corners of the valley. Temperatures right now, we're off to a mild start for much of the state. Show Low, a gorgeous 66 degrees, 63 in Heber and Winslow. Page, you're at 82 degrees. Cooler in Flagstaff at 56. Prescott is a nice balmy 70 degrees this morning. You're going to warm right up there, though. Prescott's going to be in the low 90s today. Same with Payson. Sedona is going to be a little closer to the century mark if you're thinking of taking a day trip up there to see the Red Rocks. Flagstaff, I think your high for the day will be 83 degrees. You're looking at about a 40% chance of thunderstorms later this afternoon and into the overnight hours, so keep that in mind. We could also see more storm activity in the Show Low area. Here in Phoenix, I think we'll top out at 109 today. So taking a look at Futurecast, by later this afternoon, about 2:30, that's when we could see the first section of storms pop up over Show Low. You could see some lightning, wind, rain possible. Then as we move further towards the evening hours, around 8:30, that continues, but then we also start to see some storm chances pop up in the Flagstaff area. That'll ramp up overnight as we move forward, and then notice on Monday afternoon, by mid-afternoon is when we could start to see a lot more spotty storm activity right along the rim, and as we move forward into the later afternoon, then you see storm chances pick up pretty much statewide as we see a possible chance of thunderstorms and maybe some rain chances even here in the valley later tomorrow. For the East Valley today, I think we're looking at 107 in Scottsdale and Gilbert, 106 in Mesa. Tempe could be a little warmer at 108, and same with Chandler. I think 108 will be the hot temperature for the day. Notice, though, we're right on par with our average temperatures. 107 is the average for this time of year. And also those overnight lows were a little bit warmer than the average of 83, but at least we're back into the 80s. The West Valley, I think we're going to see 109 in Litchfield Park and Avondale, so you'll be the hot spots in the West Valley today. A little cooler in Peoria and Glendale. The coolest spot, though, Wickenburg at 105. Hour by hour, not a bad day to spend out by the pool, because I think we will see mostly sunny skies for most of the morning once that first initial cloud cover clears out, and then before the next round of clouds move back in. I think we'll be hitting triple digits by around noon, and then as we move into that 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock hour, that's when we'll slowly work our way up to those higher temperatures before trending back down into the overnight hours. Our most accurate forecast looks like this for your 7-day. 109 today, and then our temperatures start to trend down. We're going to keep thunderstorm chances in the forecast for Monday and Tuesday, are our best chances to get wet, and then that'll dwindle off as we move through the week. If you're headed to Flagstaff for the week, notice that there are storm chances that will remain pretty even-keeled throughout the week, and those mostly are cropping up mid-afternoon into those early evening hours and overnight. So 109 today here in Phoenix.
Well, they are